Now I remember why I stopped doing these kind of chatty videos. Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am here to say that I have been on YouTube for 6 years now, and I have recorded this 6 or 7 times already, and each time it got like too long, and I just don't feel like doing all that editing anymore. I just don't. So that's what I'm here to talk about a little bit, my YouTube journey, where I came from, where I am right now, and what my plans are for the future. Long story short, I started YouTube. This channel, this is the first channel I started. So August 29, 2014. September 1st, 2014 was my first video, but it was just a screenshot of, I don't know, maybe Amazon or something. I had a coupon business back then, a coupon blog, and so I started YouTube by just posting some things, deals that I found, and like Shaw's Flyers, which is the store that I loved to promote deals for, stuff like that. I think along the way I also started my craft channel, which I no longer upload to, but still exists. And even there, I was on camera, but just my hands. I had a laptop like hanging down over me because I didn't buy any equipment until I knew that I felt like doing this. And I don't know, I was doing crafty things. And then about 6 months after I started YouTube at all, I was on camera for the first time, and I do believe it is a video where people were sending my mother yarn for her birthday, and I was unboxing yarn. I think that was my first on-camera video. And then I think maybe the second one or third one was me cutting my hair. I don't know if I was dyeing it or cutting it. I think I was cutting it. And already by then I was like, I don't mind being in front of a camera. I mean, I was good with it. So, you know, I just went with it, and 6 years later, here I am. Now, those of you who have followed me along the way, you know that I've had highs and lows with YouTube. It's just, you know, it gets to a point where it's, you know, it's a lot of work, and you get sick of what you're doing no matter what. So I've changed, you know, quite a few times during the 6 years as to like what my content is. I remember it was really hard for me to leave the couponing business. I mean, really, really hard. And it happened that one of my videos, that hair one, got spit out by YouTube like when it was 8 months old, and it started making me some money. And I was like, okay, there is money in this. So that's when I made the change. I said, I think I can make this change now and start doing YouTube. And it took me a long time to get rid of the whole couponing thing. I mean, I just kept dabbling with it, and I don't do any of that anymore. Okay, so now I have had the best year so far with YouTube. And when I say the year, right now as I'm recording this, it's September 3, 2020. So a whole year back. It started kind of like in July. Some stuff was going on in my personal life that was making it like, I couldn't bring myself to record the kind of chatty things that I was doing, like this, or car vlogs, or any of that. It's like my life was just not in a place where I felt like doing those things. And oddly enough, because I wasn't uploading much, YouTube again took care of me by spitting out some older videos. One in particular was a dress, a t-shirt dress. I had attached fabric to a t-shirt, I guess. I can't remember. And that was taking care of me while I wasn't recording. So I was still trying to record as I could, but I was very, very picky with what I was recording because I just didn't have it in me. So when I could record something, I just went with whatever I felt like. And then as I started to feel better about life things, I thought, okay, it seems like YouTube right now is liking the crafty stuff. So for the past year, that's what I've been doing since then. And I love it. I love it. And I quadrupled my earnings on YouTube by doing that, by catering to what YouTube wanted me to do. And now I don't really feel like doing that right now, but it's not because I'm sick of it. It's because I feel like I have done enough. I have reached that point of enough ability where I'm very content with where I am and ready to do other things. Now, one thing that I have had going on for, I think, maybe 2 years are my fabric sales. Now, you guys probably don't even think I'm still doing that because I stopped doing the unboxings because those weren't earning money at all, and, you know, other things were. So I went with the other things and just started dropping anything that wasn't performing well. Because why bother? I mean, I'm tired of editing and doing all that, so why bother doing all that work for something that's not even going to perform well? And it was exciting to watch my channel grow like that. And, you know, but then again, it's like, you know, it's tiresome. I've been doing this 6 years, a lot of editing, a lot of that, and it's all consuming, especially for someone like me who is consumed by such things. And, you know, I don't have a life outside of this. I choose to be a workaholic, you know. It is hot in here all of a sudden because I don't have the AC on because I feel like it's not really hot enough to justify it, but it's probably hot enough. Let me see what the temperature is. Hang on. It's only 75 and only 67% humidity. That frigging phone is going to ring again. Stop ringing. And it's for me. Hang on. Junk call. And the reason I knew it was for me is because I have one long single ring and my mother has two short rings. I have distinctive ringing, so we know who's supposed to answer. What was I going to say? I cannot remember. I can't. 67% humidity. Is that where I stopped? It's not really hot, but it's humid. Anyway, I put the AC on. I can do that. I can. YouTube pays for that. All right, so I started to be like, all right, I've done a lot of quilting and stuff, and, you know, I like it, but it's like everything gets old after a while, at least for me. I don't know how these people can do the same old forever, but maybe they don't do as many videos. I don't know, but I was like, gee, I'd like to do something different. So I actually threw myself more into my fabric sales. And like I said, I don't know where I left off. I don't feel like editing to see where I left off. But I stopped doing the unboxings, so you guys aren't seeing all the fabric anymore. But I'm still doing that big time. And I threw myself into that. Now, the only thing about that is that I'm limited because it's just me. I don't want to hire help. I don't want to do that. And the more I sell, the more I have to package and ship and all that. So it's a lot of work, and but I love it. But, you know, anyway, I have to keep everything to where it's that I can actually manage it. And then I kept seeing TikTok several months ago. But at the time, I just didn't have time to learn it or look into it. And then when I started to be like, you know, YouTube has done really well for me, and, you know, I just feel like taking a little bit of a step back and just trying to figure out what kind of videos I want to do now. And, you know, as much as I'm willing to do videos I love to do, even if I don't get paid, but I'm not willing to do videos I don't love to do unless they're going to earn something. Even videos I don't love to do, if they earn something, well, I don't love to do them, so it's not worth it. So ideally, I'd like to do videos I love, and that also pay. But I will take videos I love that don't pay that great. But I'm at a point that I just don't have to record stuff that I'm not into recording. I'm just not going to put myself through that. So as that started to simmer down a little bit, I thought I had time for TikTok, so I started learning TikTok, and I asked Skylar, do you know about TikTok? And she's like, yes, I have a channel, or I don't know if we call it a channel or whatever, an account. And I was like, you do? How dare you not let me know these things? She had just started one, and so I said, well, that does it. I have to have one too. So I started that. TikTok, it's very basic, but very complicated, and there's so much to learn. And for somebody like me, not a child, because children do great with these things, but I have to constantly ask her, and it's amazing the stuff she knows. It's like, how do you know this? I don't know. But I absolutely love it. I got to tell you guys, and I know a lot of you who watch my TikToks, I've had feedback because people love to find ways to let me know they don't like the direction I'm going in. You know, tough shit. I don't care. It's my direction. I don't have to do things in life to make a complete stranger happy. I am absolutely loving it. So even though I'm like not on YouTube as much right now, I'm happy with where I am. Probably the happiest I've been in a very long time, probably ever, with my online career. I have more than reached whatever goals I wanted for things like my retirement fund. And, you know, I'm very, very fortunate that I was able to stick through the whole thing and just, you know, just keep trying, keep learning, keep doing different things. And it paid off for me. It really did. So I'm happy with that. And, you know, I don't see this as, you know, step back as like, oh, now I'm failing. Absolutely not. I do have levels of success that I'm happy to reach, and that's it. I climbed the mountain to the highest point, whatever mountain I chose. It might be a smaller mountain than others. And there, what do I do now? I just got to go down the mountain and find something else to do. But I'm not quitting YouTube at all. But I'm not going to record until I feel like it. Plain and simple. And in the meantime, I'm just going to, you know, just keep, you know, dishing out fabric and TikToks. I love TikTok so much. And it's silly, and I like it. I like it because I get to learn something very new. All the editing is done while you're recording. You can't do jack shit after it's uploaded. You can't even change a typo in the little not comment section, but underneath. It's not the bio, the description box or whatever. So it's like stressful because I don't like making mistakes, and I've had to leave some because you can't go change them. And there's no money to be made. Now, I know some people are trying to tell me, yes, you can earn. After you have a certain number of followers, I think you can earn, but it's pennies. It's not YouTube's kind of earnings. And we're talking like 15-second little quickie videos. Advertisers aren't going to pay a lot of money for shit like that. And you can be an influencer and have sponsors. I have zero interest in that. You can also like do live after you get 1,000 followers, which I'm coming up on. I mean, kind of. I'm like 800 and something followers. And I have no desire to do live. None on, not on YouTube, not on TikTok. I know some of you thought I was doing live on YouTube, but I was doing premieres, which was a pre-recorded and edited video that I was just watching with people at the same time. I don't know anybody who's doing the premieres. I don't, that function is going to go away because I didn't like it because, you know, people were commenting and I thought, oh, I can handle comments like once in a while, but people just drive me crazy. I don't like it. And yeah, so I'm learning TikTok and I'm just really enjoying it. It really makes me feel like with the lip syncing, it feels like I'm acting. And you know what it is? It is acting and it's fun. I just really, really like it. And I have to practice for a long time. It's hard to do a lip syncing and make it look good. And I've learned that you do it on the slower speed and you learn to talk like this. But, you know, and then you play it and it matches the lips better because you have more, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It just works better. But it's all this stuff that I love, that I absolutely love. And I even started dancing. Huh? Some of you will remember from the coupon days that I used to put songs on my Facebook page. When I was social, I was completely faking that part of my life because I never really wanted to be social. I mean, not at all. And now I'm not. Because I've gotten to a place where I just don't have to do that shit if I don't want to. And nobody has to do what they don't want to do. I want everybody to know that. I just didn't know that. I didn't know I had the right to just be myself and say, I don't like this part of the internet. And I have the right to do just this part of the internet. I don't have to do that part. But, you know, people were like, oh, you have to do that or you won't have your followers or this, that. No, it's bullshit. You do what you want, what works for you. There's an audience for that. So I just want you to know that. And I'm in that place now that I just don't care. It's so freeing. It's so freeing. I just love it. And, what was my point? Because I always go too far and I forget what I wanted to say. I do. I forget that. So I don't know. Maybe I was talking about the lovely dancing that I do. I just feel free to do whatever I want there. So I do a lot of lip syncing. I do some of my own real voice. And I started doing just dancing to, oh yeah, so I used to do that on Facebook. I didn't dance on Facebook because I don't know. I wasn't even doing YouTube. I didn't know how to do a video at all back then. But I would post a song from a site that went under because of copyright issues called Groove Shark. I used to love that. And I would tell everybody, just get up from what you're doing and dance, because I was pretending to be social. And I would dance. That's how I would exercise. And I would dance in my kitchen, and I loved doing that. And then Groove Shark went bye-bye, and I was like, okay, can't do that anymore. And I just never bothered to find another place that had all the music that I like. Well, TikTok, it's dancing, but it's only like 15 seconds. But the thing is I do a lot of practicing, just my own workout to the song, and then I record part of that, and I show it to you guys. And I like doing that. I have zero concerns about my size, how I look, what you guys think. That means absolutely nothing to me. What people think about me, I'm having fun there. I hope to continue having fun there. I'm absolutely enjoying it. It doesn't mean that it has taken me away from YouTube. The only reason I went to TikTok is because I was pulling away from YouTube in the first place. But I'm not done with YouTube. I just need to figure out what I want to do next. That's all. It's going to be another whole chapter. And right now I'm injured because of my TikTok dancing. I twisted and pulled a muscle or something in my leg. I even had to have x-rays. I'm cleared of any damage. So it's just going to take time to heal. I've been on some meds to help my kidneys, and those meds cause inflammation. And I'm going to have to stay off those meds and tell my kidney doctors that I'm not taking that shit anymore. I'm just not. Because when you hurt somewhere, you walk different, or you do whatever you can to not make walking painful. And then you end up hurting yourself, especially if you're doing a dance for TikTok on your birthday, your 60th. I'm 60 now. That fucking sucks. I don't like that at all. But, you know, it's life. And I just tried to make it a happy TikTok day. So do go see me there. The link is down below. And, you know, still selling some stuff on eBay. But I'm telling you, my fabric almost always sells out during my exclusive sales, if you're interested in that. The links are down below for that, too. You have to be a patron or a YouTube member. You know, you can certainly go check it out. I barely promote that because right now I'm good with that too. There's only so much fabric that I can sell and pack and all that. But, you know, you will hear me promoting it at times because people leave. They bought enough fabric and they leave. So there's always room for new people. And so it's all good. So everything is good, including with my mother. We just got a second aid for her that started today. I hope she works out. So that would mean that I have help coming in for my mother 5 days a week. We've never had that. We've had 3, but now it would be 5, and just for a couple of hours, and that's all I need. And this one would be during lunchtime. So for the first time in many, many, many years, I would not have to be responsible for giving my mother her meals every single day, every single meal. 2 days a week, I can have it just like prepared, and then that lady can heat it up or whatever. So that's pretty good. My mother's doing good. I am okay. I don't even want to say it like that because it sounds like I don't understand that people are going through horrible things with this pandemic. Let's just say I'm going to say that it didn't change my life at all, other than make me feel less guilty for preferring to stay home around the clock, because that's what I like to do. And now it's not weird to do that. Oh no, I can't go there because of this or because of that. So I've been a hermit. I started shopping online for my Walmart orders, and I go pick it up. They do have delivery now, but it's good for me to take a ride once a week to Walmart and just have them put groceries in the back of my car. So I'm still doing that, but I haven't been into a Walmart, I think it was April. And I don't think I'll ever go again. So there will certainly not ever be a tag along with me to Walmart. And, you know, so that's cool. And I haven't been to Martin's ever since this started. I have gone to, you know, a couple little stores, like maybe once a month I go to a Dollar Tree, mask and everything, to pick up the stuff that I normally get there. And, you know, I have had to take my mother to the doctor's office just for her regular checkup, because it's important for her. And Maine, you know, we've been pretty lucky. There's not that much of the virus, you know, killing people. Not even that many cases. I can't remember how many cases, but, you know, still, it's still scary. And I haven't traveled. I haven't been able to see Skylar since January. I saw her in January, and I was planning on seeing her maybe around April, but then all this shit happened. So, if it was just me, I'd probably go visit them, but I don't want to bring the virus home to my mother, who is 97. You know, I wouldn't even want it. I don't want it, even though I don't have underlying things and I'm not all that old yet. I still wouldn't want it, and but I don't want to bring it to my mother. I just can't imagine anything worse than if she would have that and she'd have to be hospitalized and not be able to go see her and have her be alone. I feel very bad for the people that couldn't be with their family and stuff, who was sick in the hospital. So I don't want to talk about any of that. But you know, I understand it is a serious thing, and I'm just trying to say it didn't really affect my life. I mean, sadly, it kind of like I said, it eased my guilt of just wanting to be a hermit. It's like all of a sudden the thing to be. So, but I don't wish a pandemic, you know, for me to be comfortable with the fact that I don't want to go anywhere and talk to anybody, you know. So I think I could do this for the rest of my life. I really could be one of those people that if I knew, you know, I'd be okay, that I could just live alone and never see anybody. I mean, of course I want to see my son and my granddaughter, but, you know, I just think I'd be all right, all alone. I just really do. I don't know. I have a headache now just thinking about people. I'm going to let you go now, because did I say that I've recorded this like a shitload of times? Like a shitload of times. And I would go to edit and say, I don't want to edit all this. So I'm hoping I didn't go on too long. Maybe I'll edit this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back with more soon. I just got to figure out what I want to do. Bye.